straight down the centre of the ground.
Essendon by 13 points. Hooked out of there by Madden. Down went McKenna. This is Ugle in the middle. Pulls it back towards half forward. Clever kick. It's taken by Worsfold. Worsfold looking for the lead. Scott takes the mark.
Couldn't blame Paul van der Haar on that occasion. He just slipped at the crucial moment and Scott got away.
So Scott, a chance to kick his third. Eagles need it. Looks close. Wait for it. It's a goal. Points the difference then. Keane and Madden having a good duel. Keane won it out. There's going to be a free kick there to Madden. Keane may have had the leg raised.
It's about time he got it up.
Madden towards half forward. Knocked away by Anderson. This is McKenna. Crashing his way through Underwood. Well played. Taken by Salmon. Kick only goes about 15 metres. Watson the leaper. Turley tries to soccer it off the ground. Picked up by Anderson battling hard. Antrobus an opportunity. Turley over the top. Anea crashing through. Spills it back towards the middle. Well, he got up there with the big fellow right over the back of Underwood. He's got a free, and from what we've seen, he'll go close from here.
I don't think poor Laurie Keane could have done anything different on that occasion.
Not much doubt about that.
No doubt at all.
Underwood then. Kicking at his second goal. This will take the margin back to 13 points. It's a shocker. Way off target. Falls forward of the pack. It's taken by Mainwaring. Strong tackle by Spencer. And the ball is jarred out of bounds. And now it's on down there in the pocket. Mainwaring and Spencer having to be separated. Rance is there, close to the fence. The crowd enjoying all of that activity. Murray Rance, the new skipper, replaced Ross Glendinning. He's joined our commentary team. Words being exchanged down there. Sumich in the thick of it as well. And what will the umpire decide? Maybe a bounce down the ground. Salmon. Calming words there from the runner. The umpire, I think, decides that it's calm enough.
Now, it's important, Dennis, on this occasion, after a little bit of a fracas, that the players get in front, because to maintain control, the umpire will pay the first free kick.
It's a boundary throw-in, not a bounce.
Just under 5 minutes remaining. Williams picks it up beautifully. Kicks high in towards the forward region. Turley marks well, and things becoming a little heated here. The crowd right behind that area having plenty to say.
Turley in the hurly-burly.
Turley going back towards the centre. Underwood up a little too early. Ugle, clever tap on, but is there anyone there? Out comes Langdon, who's been popped. Look to get it back to Ugle, a little too quick for him. Can Ugle recover? Oh, clever play as he taps it back to Worsfold. He's in trouble, however, goes straight to Anderson, and he goes from one edge of the square to the other. Madden leaves it for his skipper. Watson, with strength, storms through, then spears out a wide hand pass. Dangerous if Williams can get clear. He can. Onto Izzard. Izzard steps towards goal and puts through one for the Bombers. 13 points in favour of Essendon. Salmon from the centre. Good shepherding. Longer chance if he can get a run at the ball, and if it sits. It won't, however. Ellis intercepts, and well done. From half-back, he goes back towards the centre. Terry Danaher is well in front of his opponent, Michael Brennan, and takes the mark. He's got players loose. Folds is on a wing. Ugle chasing, but Folds is clear. Enough time to get a good-looking kick down towards half-forward. Watson called out by Madden. And Tim Watson taken a couple of inspirational marks.
I don't think I've seen Tim Watson get up as high for quite a while. Judged to perfection, but everybody else stayed down, but nonetheless a very good mark by the captain.
Watson looking to make the margin 19 points. The drop punt is on its way. It's a good-looking kick off the boot, and he has done exactly that. Bombers lead by 19 points.
Well, doesn't this game of football change? I thought the West Coast Eagles, the way they started, could do no wrong. But then again, in situations such as that, when you really don't see the opposition, they can only improve. And Essendon certainly have. They clawed their way back in that first quarter, and now they're starting to go on with the game. Can the Eagles get back in? Only time will tell.
Well, Essendon have kicked 10 of the last 12 goals in this game. Very handy lead now. Approaching half-time. Salmon. Anderson. Antrobus left it behind. Pios with courage, sliding in. Antrobus showed a lot of courage too, diving on top of it. Bremen slaps it out. The umpire decides to ball it up. It was all square at quarter time. This quarter certainly has belonged to the Bombers. Conditions now again ideal for football. Salmon wins it down. Malaxis only as far as Scott, who misses. Pike. McKenna used his body shrewdly. Malaxis got it to Rance. Plenty of pressure on though. Essendon applying very good pressure. The pack fell over. Spawn's got it. It's getting too easy now. This is Izard. Penetrating kick. Madden coming across. What a great kick it was. Complemented by a fine mark.
Yes, what a magnificent mark. Made the kick look better than it really was. That was a terrific effort by Madden. Watch this on replay. Here he is. Good stuff by the big fellow. Taking a rest from the ball. Salmon doing the work on the ball.
He kicked 31 goals last season, bettered only by Paul Salmon's 37. Kicking at his first tonight. 40 metres out. Madden. It looks good. No, just sliding away to the right-hand side.
10-7 plays 7-5 favouring the Bombers. The Eagles would really like one or two before the half-time siren just to stay in touch. This is the greatest margin that Essendon has had in this match. Turley eventually gets a longer kick down towards the centre wing area. Underwood, clever hand pass. Williams receives from Spencer. Salmon will shoot from 50 metres out. It looks pretty good. The bounce is there.
Well, I mentioned earlier about Paul Salmon's kicking. It certainly has improved because that was a long kick by the big fellow. I suppose you'd call it a bit of a snap because he did it in general play. It wasn't from a mark. He picked it up. Watch here. There from the 50-metre line. Slams it away. Maybe lucks a fortune. He went straight. And Essendon's 11th goal. 26 points of difference.
An extraordinary turnaround by Essendon. As we go back to the middle again, Scott and Salmon. Pike gets it out to Anir. They need something and they need it fast. Down towards it, Ugle and O'Donnell. Ugle recovers well. Worsfold short, a clever kick. And the mark taken by Michael Brennan.
Good kick. A really good kick under duress, and he realised that Brennan was coming down there. Interesting when you look at the West Coast, down that centre corridor we saw Rance try a handball which came undone, and earlier I think it was Pike in the centre gave it away to the opposite number in Anderson. So it's obviously a plan to bring that ball into the centre on all occasions.
Brennan's kick for goal. The drop punt is on its way. Gee, the goal umpire made plenty of room on that occasion, and that's why. Costly miss. Directly in front. What do you attribute that to, Dennis?
Ned.
I don't know where he is. Vanderhaar short to fold. On the siren. So at half-time, we find Essendon stealing a handy break. 11-7, 73 to the West Coast Eagles. 7-6, 48.
Off they come then. Essendon, I think, have reason to be very, very happy indeed. 11 of the last 13 goals, so the Eagles have some stock taking to do. Certainly they dominated that quarter, Essendon. Their new players doing well, and of course their veterans doing well. They were slow to start. First 5 goals kicked by the West Coast Eagles. Impressive sight this ground now as Terry Danaher comes off. He's played well. Across half back in that second term, setting up many things. And the Eagles, well, they must go away and take stock. Started brilliantly, but then it was all Essendon. So half-time here at the WACA ground. Essendon 11-7, lead the Eagles 7-6. Down by Salmon. Rance crashing his way through. Brennan in trouble. Terry Danaher over the ball. It's in dispute there with Barrich, and the umpire will move in to bounce it down.
Interesting, Dennis, that those centre bounces. Laurie King just doesn't like putting his body too close to the opposition when they come together for the centre bounce down.
18 points the difference. The Eagles edging back. One down by Salmon, taken by Pike. He's looked good on debut. Into the forward line goes the kick. Worsfold knocks it on. It ricochets back towards him. O'Donnell, fine tackle. The ball spills across the boundary line.
What? Kick.
Gee whiz.
That's right. I sympathise with you, Gary O'Donnell. I thought that everything was over the boundary line.
Worsfold, centering kick. Salmon's in front, simply too tall. Doesn't control it too well on the ground, though. McKenna, down he goes. Playing on the forward line at the present time. Anderson burrows beneath McKenna and comes up brandishing the football. Well, strange decision in the pocket because Worsfold was turning his body side on simply to try and pull it back. Still, the umpire saw it different. There's our score. Salmon towards the boundary line. Anderson played to the whistle. It's gone again. It was out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Out of side. Good crowd now. Of course, a very early start here in Perth. The game starting at 6:30 local time. McKenna out of the congestion. Through the hands of Langdon. Storming out is Vanderhaar. Under duress. Manages to get the kick away, and a good one too towards the outer side. Rance claiming the mark. Gets it across towards Barrich. Mishandled by Malaxis. Underwood with a lot of courage has earned the free kick.
So it'll be Underwood from the middle. Plays on. Gets past Malaxos, past McKenna, runs his full distance high and wide and almost too wide. It didn't matter anyway because Mainwaring was there to take the mark. Goes back towards the half-back line. In fact, that was Turley who marked another blonde one to half forward. Williams stands his ground but can't take the football with him. Brennan tried to get it out. Williams butters up again for another attempt. Terry Danaher and Michael Long. It's Danaher who takes it. Going wide. And it'll be a free kick to the West Coast Eagles. Looks like. Did I see Tranter on the ground? I'll check it out. As we see Buick in the hands of the trainers. Yes, Tranter does appear to be on that outer side. Guess my eyes are deceiving me. Check that one out, Donald.
Well, I'll have a look, Sandy, because I don't think he was named originally.
To half forward go the Eagles, and another great mark by Scott. So Phil Scott, 9 kicks. He's kicked 3 goals. And a chance now to make it 4. There's the kick from Scott. He floats it high. The shepherding in the square. I think he's made the distance. He has, and the Eagles are coming back.
Play restarts. Here's Salmon. Trying to crash his way through. Went nowhere. Out of mid-air by Keane. This is Pike. The Eagles looking better. Pike pulls it back towards the pocket. Scott on a lead out in front. Crashes into Vanderhaar. Great snapshot back towards full forward. Tony Vanderhaar was there. Bounces off his chest. And goes through for a minor score. So suddenly life spilling back into this game. It was out to 25 points at half-time. 11 now the margin. Danaher in the back pocket still. This is Terry. Over the top. He set Long a task there. But waiting behind it's Williams. Now he's away, Williams. Runners inside. Brilliantly knocked down by Hart. Williams not having a good corner. Hart comes away. Goes looking for Langdon. Getting a fist in there was Danaher. That was Tony. Terry assisting. Back towards Tony. Picked up by Pike. He'll go close from here. On his left foot, it's not a good effort. Vanderhaar, a great mark in the opposite pocket. Well, Williams, I think, will be speaking to the runner very shortly. He's got a few mistakes. Will Sheedy tolerate those? Grenvold from a short pass. Grenvold wide towards centre wing. Anderson one-handed from the side. Long knocks it Essendon's way. Antrobus, very quiet in this term, is going to get a free kick. The smaller players have gone right out of the game in this third term. They've been firing. Probably the reason they got back in the second and stormed away. This is Anderson. Long towards centre half forward. Keane is up, almost interfered with. Waiting behind, this is Tranter. Sandy mentioned him, he goes goalward, and I think he's missed. No, he hasn't, he's got the goal. The young fellow kicks the 12th goal, the first of the quarter for Essendon.
Well, young Tranter has certainly set this commentary box into some type of confusion, because we didn't have him down on interchange bench, and I wonder who the Essendon player was that they've dropped, because I've counted actually 21. I don't know whether Considine has taken his place on the ground. I saw Considine earlier. I just can't work out how they've done this, Essendon, because we haven't seen Tranter earlier. Yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. Interesting to ponder. As Main Waring goes off the ground.
And we go back to the centre. Can the Eagles reply once again? They must stay in touch coming to the last quarter. Hart has the opportunity to send them forward. A high kick down towards centre half forward. There's plenty of jostling. Scott got free, and he's going to have another shot.
Can I enter the debate? I don't think Walsh has been out there tonight.
Yeah, Walsh started. He started at full back and was changed by and was at centre half forward. I've got you thinking, Dennis. I'm thinking too.
I'll tell you what, it is an interesting one.
We might ask Bruce Monteith if he's in hearing range to go down and find out.
In the meantime, we'll watch Scott. Going for goal number 5. I reckon he's kicked it. He has.
My name is Pierre Dupré. And
Let's go to it in the centre. This is Williams roving the pack. Surrounded. Still they battle. Williams coming back to fight another day. We'll have the ball up alongside the centre circle. Umpire Vernon to bounce it down. Now it's umpire Castle. Both the umpires around the ball there while it's still in the centre. Keane. Hart left it behind. Walsh, he's there. He's battling hard. And we're going to have a ball up. This has really set the cat amongst the pigeons. Not the fight, but Tranter being up on the ground. Darren Buick is off the ground at the present time. Let's go down to Bruce Monteith.
Yes, Dennis, it appears that Darren's got a bit of a slight cork, and the trainers are working very hard on him at the moment with ice on his on the front of his thigh.
Here's umpire Castle again then. 12-7, plays 10-8. Bombers lead. Considine going nowhere except the ground. Antrobus, was he pushed in the back? No free kick. Malax is working very hard in there. Well played. Comes to Terry Danaher. Pulls it back across his body towards midfield. Underwood and Ugle both showing great courage. Knocked forward by Anderson. Leading in the race out there is McKenna. Good shepherd from Turley. Hooks it around the boundary line. It bounces once and goes out of play. And will be thrown in front of the giant R&I Lily Marsh stand. The football stand at this ground now. 68-79. Keane wins it forward. Walsh knocks it away from him. Good shepherd by Anderson. Got some body on the chaser Keane. McKenna didn't have the ball. Turley from half back. Hoists it back towards centre wing. Storming down as Watson. Bounced off his chest. Goes again. Hurried kick. Keane underneath it. Not 10 metres surely. No. Not 15 either. He's dragged to the ground. Walsh umpires the game. We'll have a ball up.
We're not hearing from Don Scott at the moment because he's feverishly trying to work out what is going on.
Get on the PA and stop the game, Don. We'll have a head count.
He's got him perplexed. I mean,
it has got me, but I've counted 21, Sandy.
Well, I must admit I have too, but there's got to be an answer to this little query somewhere. Hart brings the ball away. A high kick in towards the half-forward line. As you were seeing, it's the first game of the season, but we're seeing some great skills. This is Johnny Worsfold, who just flew at that ball. May have hurt himself a little. He goes short of Pios. Ignores Langdon. And 1, 2, 3 juggles for Scott. Looking for goal number 6. It wasn't to be on that occasion. He drifts it across the pocket. Langdon turns into trouble. And Danaher will get Essendon out as Van der Haar runs his full distance. Then goes up to the centre. Considine comes over the top. Ugle waits down. Gets it across to Pios. Antrobus comes through. Support from Salmon. Back to Long. They're mucking around in the middle and they may get in trouble. Long eventually goes out the back door and he finds O'Donnell, who can go longer. The luxury of a bounce. Onto the left foot. Up to the half-forward line. Out comes Tranter. He is definitely the 21st player in this Essendon lineup. O'Donnell Realising he's clear, Spencer does the shepherding work and does it solidly too. As that kick goes across the face of goal, Peter Sumich is up now. It was a solid piece of work from Spencer, and the result was one behind. So we're back to a 2-goal margin. Pios. Spencer holding him up, and rightly so. Not giving an inch. Pios to a very congested centre line. Considine almost saw it bounce back on his chest. Anderson's kick partly smothered. Keane is clear. The big man goes long and low. Good looking kick towards the half-forward line, and Pike controls it nicely, then just centres it to half-forward. Terry Danaher too late on the scene. Malaxos too quick for him, and beautifully done. I tell you what, they're not lying down.
They never will, Sandy, and they're playing at home here, and this crowd has come alive again as the West Coast have made a change. Ugle going off and Mainwaring coming back on. You see this build-up by the West Coast. Strong play by Malaxis to hold his ground, and another good pass. They're good once they get the ball, the West Coast, and they lead confidently because the skill level of the side is very, very high, as it is with all Western Australians.
This to make it one straight kick the difference. Hart's drop punt has not made it. And they've had several opportunities from virtual standing starts in front, have been unable to capitalise tonight. That is the way the cookie crumbles. As Salmon onto the left foot, going to centre wing, and Kevin Walsh. Can he get away? Oh, he's almost surrounded, but he finds Considine just in time. To half-forward Madden. Flicks it out the back. Watson with strength. Plays on. Runs his full distance. Goes on to the left foot. Trying to do it all on his own, and I think he's just about done it. Great goal by Tim Watson.
Tim Watson has 3 goals. A steadying one, that one. Scott wins the tap away. Malaxis has been busy in this term. Underwood to reclaim the ball there. Has earned a free kick. Is the advantage paid? No, it's coming back to Underwood. He was trying to pull it back out of that pack. It was collected behind the head there by a West Coast Eagle. So here's Underwood. Good user of the ball normally. Spears a pass into another one who uses it well. Greg Anderson. Goes towards half-forward. Madden on the lead. Got hands to it. Couldn't hang on. Turley. Plenty of style there. Craig Turley breaks up towards the middle. Penetrating kick. They'll contest about 30 metres out. Big pack into the air. Pike had it spent. The ball went through his legs. Crashing in down there. An opportunity for Grenvold. Puts it across to support. This is Tony Danaher. Ball was jarred free. Battling after it. Vanderhaar gives it away. It's taken by Pike. Down towards Keane. He can't keep it in play. Just over his head. And out of bounds it goes in the left full forward pocket. Well, had a chance there. Keane slipping in behind the defence unnoticed. Sounds a contradiction, but there he was. The kick too high. It wasn't centimetre perfect. One down by Salmon. Worsfold trying to crash his way through. Could have been taken high. Play goes on. Keane cleverly. This is Pike, 25 metres out, pulls it back. Not far enough. It's out of bounds on the full in the opposite pocket.
So it'll be Paul Vanderhaar who'll bring it back into play. Spending his time in defence tonight in several practice matches. Was up forward and did the job pretty well. Williams, the left footer towards Walsh. The bounce is not a good one. Rance to Malaxos. He's set him up. Just gets his kick in time. Tremendous pressure on this half-forward line of the Eagles. The Essendon defence really trying to hold them. Antrobus and Watson combining. Watson a little chip. Too little on that occasion. Oh, Malaxis sent it flying out the back door unintentionally. Anderson comes through cleverly. Gets onto his left foot. Goes up towards the left half-forward flank. Madden is having to make pace to try and catch Sumich. So too Tranter. neither can. Good-looking kick. Anderson, eyes on the ball, and a fine move. Well, he'd put this well inside the 50-metre line if he does decide to go long, because he's a prodigious kicker. So he goes short. Salmon can play on from 53 metres. He shoots in towards goal. Tranter is there, but I think may have just gone over the line, or is he paying the mark? I think he's going to pay the mark. There's the siren. So a very important kick for both sides. If Tranter can kick this, Don, it's going to make it tough, because the West Coast Eagles are going to have to kick 4 goals in the final quarter to catch them alone.
Very difficult shot, Sandy.
He can't run round.
He's bending it back, and he's done. A tremendous banana kick. Check side, call it what you like. He is delighted, but at three-quarter time, Essendon with Tranter in that quarter kicking a couple of very important goals. 14-8-92 to the West Coast Eagles. 10-9-69.
The difference between the black and the red usually comes down to our side pressures, squeezing management from all directions. But you don't have to be up against it to hire yourself some muscle. The tough new breed, trained in the hard realities of modern financial pressure, committed to help you push through with profit at the other end. New problems, new opportunities, new breed. CPA.
The new Peugeot 405. Advanced driving.
Oh, it's one of the old house.
Yeah. Sorry about the lens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, have a look at you.
Oh, that was at Father's Day, yeah.
Oh, my dear.
That was this barbecue. Yeah, there we go, the barbecue. Yeah, that's
you did
right.
well there.
Oh, yeah, I'm a great cook.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
With the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good Christmas. Whoops, nearly got him.
Yeah, that's the guy from Miles Pierce.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Oh, there's the new owners.
Yeah, the old house.
Yeah, nice place, that one.
This is what's left of Dunnottar Castle. There's a local legend that it's haunted by a horrible headless ghost. They say he'll appear for a glass of Bell's Scotch. He can't resist Bell's. It's been blended with their finest single malt whiskies for 150 years. Come to think of it, he's not got a head for drink.
Well, the margin was 25 points at half-time, and try as they might, the Eagles could only reduce it to 23 here at three-quarter time. Don?
Yes, well, I thought maybe the West Coast Eagles a little bit tardy to start off. I thought maybe they need a little bit of an injection on their forward line and change one or two players up to that forward line. Sumic and also Rance have played up there. Then again, Scott started to come onto his own as he is there with that particularly good kick. He's kicked 5 goals, and Langdon was also another focal point. But the West Coast Eagles, after starting so well, seem to be labouring. And there's Tranter, the man in question, going for the first of his 2 goals for the second quarter. But Essendon starting to play a very solid type of football. Some of the decisions the umpires have awarded tonight baffle me on occasions, and there was one down there to O'Donnell earlier in that particular quarter. We see there the statistics. Kicks in favour of Essendon. Tackles have certainly picked up, 13 to 15 in the third quarter.
Three-quarter time, Essendon still lead at the Wacker.
Where do millions of jets, helicopters, planes, trains and trucks go when they're low on fuel? The same place you do. BP. BP on the move.
So, where are you off to? Oh, the circuit. Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane.
Where's the best place to stay these days?
Still the Hilton. I like to be looked after when I'm travelling, so I stay on their executive floors. You try the others, but you always come back.
The Hilton. Yeah, that would be nice.
Wouldn't it be nice in every city to have a home away from home? Wouldn't it be nice when you are busy to have a floor you can call your own, where they'll help you plan the best convention by giving you their whole attention? Wouldn't it be nice?
Time to go.
Hilton. Yeah, nice idea.
Okay, back at the WACA ground for what should be a very interesting final term. If nothing else, the Eagles are a very fit side. 14-8 to 10-9, our three-quarter time score as we go down to Bruce Monteith.
Yes, Dennis, basically the same message from both coaches. Kevin Sheedy telling his players to go in hard at the centre bounce and straight down the middle of the ground. John Todd basically saying the same. Essendon got a few injury worries with Buick and Madden. Salmon's also limping.
Okay, thanks, Bruce.
Set to go then.
We're told we've got stats on 21 players back in Melbourne, so an amazing situation. The plot thickens, doesn't it? Ned. 14-8, 10-9. Away we go. One out by Keane, knocked on by Barrett, taken by Brennan. Still he goes, Brennan, towards right half forward. High kick down towards the forward pocket. Vanderhaar appeared to be pushed in the back. Is there going to be a free kick? I think so. Vanderhaar will take it in the back pocket.
Paul Vanderhaar. Now in the veteran class at Essendon. Very naturally gifted player, but one now who's working hard to retain his form. Izzard. Oh. Just a little too clever on that occasion. And if the West Coast Eagles can score the first one, they must score the first one. It will keep them in touch. Worsfold's kick. Anderson went in high from the side down towards Vanderhaar, who gave it on to Izzard. Kicked under pressure and lands on the chest of Paul Pios. Malaxos calling for it in the middle, but he elects to go more directly towards Langdon. Danaher flying with him. It goes over the line in front of the old scoreboard, which shows Essendon 14-8 to the West Coast Eagles 10-9.
Boundary throw in. One forward. Long battling in there. Scrambled around the boundary by Folds. Oh, crashing through out there was Pios, and he's going to get the free kick. Paul Pios, right half forward, told to play on. Centering kick, it's a high one. Where's Scott? In from the side, Vanderhaar trying to mark. Langdon over the ball. Still spinning Langdon. Tackled by Tony Danaher. Ball comes out towards support from Bremen. Knocked away by Anderson. They get it out. Terry Danaher scrambles a kick back towards the half-back flank position, and the ball spills out of bounds. Now there's the troublesome one. Is that Spawn in Tranter's jumper? Boundary throw in. I'll leave that for you to ponder. Hart inside 50. Goes with the left foot. Will contest about 5 metres out. Off hands. And through it goes for a minor score. I've got a pat on the back from Don, so the mystery is solved. Here's the kick in. Missed there by the man coming across from the flank. That was Grenvold. Izzard upended. Picked up well by Underwood. Down he goes. In goes Antrobus. He's upended too, and the umpire is paying the ball up there in the decision. In fact, that was Considine at the base of all of that. Is coming up with the ball eventually. Bounce down then inside the centre square. Tapped down by Keane. This is Hart. Well played by Hart. Slaps it out wide. And he has got the run of it. Coming up with Dash Bremen. The Eagles need an early goal. The hand pass, an untidy one. Taken by Amir. Amir pulls it back towards half forward. Big pack into the air. It was missed by Madden. Comes forward. Essendon have got the numbers 3-on-2. It was Underwood trying to pick it up. Still they go after it. No quarter being given now. Both these sides wanting to win their first game. The Eagles haven't lost a season's opener so far in the VFL. Danaher got the kick back towards the members' side. That was Terry Danaher. Brilliantly played by Watson. Like a base runner going to second, then came up with the ball.
And goes with a long kick down towards the half-forward line. No mark is taken. Salmon could be first to it if it sits. He'll be in business, but he's got to get round McKenna. Can he do so? He's held, said the umpire. The West Coast Eagles fans don't like it, but he's got it, and he goes short and finds Gary Folds. Folds will be kicking from just on 50 metres. Elects to go short. Considine was there. Michael Long was also. It is Considine who marks. So Ed Considine, a chance to make it very, very tough for the West Coast Eagles. Kick is on its way. He might have just snuck it home. He has.
Now there's a product to positively reduce oil consumption and exhaust smoking. Wins Charge. The long-chain polymer in Charge boosts oil viscosity. This reduces oil consumption and ugly exhaust smoking. Wins Charge also reduces wear, quiets noisy engines and improves performance. Add Wins Charge to your car's engine today, because when it's Wins, it works. From leading service stations and auto stores.
Can the Eagles make up this deficit? And doubts they can now. Essendon playing pretty well. Madden, Anderson. This is a bonus game if Essendon can win in Perth. There's the time remaining, so plenty of time. Turley tries to go out of mid-air. Oops. Long gets it to Izzard. Trouble for the Eagles now. Over the top, Considine, who kicked the last goal. Down towards full forward. Through the legs of a defender. Picked up by Spawn, who turns around and kicks the goal. That's his second.
Well, you tell all young kids who play cricket, or whatever ball game it is, where it's on the ground to keep your legs together. And Guy McKenna on that occasion, we watched, he's completely overrun it. He's just there, picks it up, Spawn. A goal. Well, a bad mistake by McKenna. Something he shouldn't have done. So next time, when you run for the ball, Guy McKenna, keep your legs together.
Actually, Spawn has 3 goals. He's played under a couple of non-deplumes tonight.
3.
10-10. Plays 16-8. Tough going now for the West Coast Eagles. They've got a chance here to go forward, however. They want goals and want them smartly. Barrage to half forward. Langdon the target. Danaher over the top with an effective spoil. Malaxis waiting down in front. Danaher almost got into his back. In fact, did, said the umpire. So Steve Malaxos from some 60 metres out will look for a lead. Vanderhaar's in front. Brennan clear, or is he? Gets the ball away. Antrobus is there. Told to go on by his teammates. He does with the left foot. Out towards the outer wing, but the only man there is Todd Bremen. And Bremen marks. Short again to Malaxos. Into half forward. Brennan was there. Barrage at the back. Bursts his way clear. He can shoot towards goal and puts it through.
That's where the West Coast do lack. When the ball does hit the ground, they're very predictable in what they do. They put it up high to Scott and Langdon. And usually they don't let them down. They do contest, but they're not very good when the ball hits the ground. Barrage on that occasion read it well. We'll watch here the high ball from Malaxos. See, underneath Worsfold, he picked it up well then, Barrage, but he's not noticed as a crumb getter. It's just at the pack part at the right time and allowed him through. But they've got to work on that, the West Coast, if they're going to be a strength and persist with that method of play. Steve
Malaxis, a tireless worker tonight. Still plenty of time, as we said just moments ago before that goal. Got to get them regular. Antrobus could have almost been holding the ball, slung out of there. Grenvold back towards Antrobus, playing for the kick and getting it. Well, it was there, but he made a meal of it. So Tony Antrobus from half back comes out wide. Danaher, this is Terry. Goes down towards half forward. Watson up in front. Cleared the players. Rance with the run of it now. Harris by Walsh, close to the boundary line. It's out of bounds.
Good play by Rance on that occasion. I thought the ball had gone past, but he just put his elbow out, steadied, saw it over the line.
Watson with cramp.
Here's the throw in. Keane in front. Had a good duel here, Madden. Behind, an opportunity for Folds. High kick. They'll contest about 30 metres out. Eagles need it on the ground. They get it there, but only as far as Long. Oh, clever hand pass to Spawn. Spawn goes towards full forward with a hand pass. Ellis has got the run of it. He was the only man there. Right on the boundary line. Shane Ellis goes towards the outer side. Great courage from Amir. Couldn't control the ball. This is Grenvold. Pulls it back. They'll contest again on the forward line. This time no contest with Sumich. Takes the timely defensive mark.
Peter Sumich. The half-back. Barrick. He's perhaps a little late on the scene. This sounded. And Adrian Barrick will take it from half-back.
Tim Watson is all right, Sandy. He's up and walking, so he's good.
Barrick just kicked over the centre. Williams up with the one arm. Oh, Watson went down. Williams flattened. And he will take the free kick in the centre.
We'll see this on replay. An interesting one here. I thought Williams had his head down there. I didn't see anything really wrong with what Worsfold did. You see here on replay again from another angle. Really, the umpires don't like the way it used to be played.
Towards the half-forward line, Michael Brennan. Kicked off the ground by Todd Brennan. And a throw to take place. Is time going to beat them? Well, that man can still smile. 16-8 plays 11-10. Attempted tap forward by Grenvold, went straight to Malaxos. If they could get a spurt ahead of the start of the game, they could get back. They've got enough time. No doubt a bit of tiredness is setting in now as Keane down towards Carl Langdon.
He's a great player up in that forward line, Carl Langdon. He's a real focal point. The other thing about him is he's terribly active, and he misses the mark. He's up and he's at it again. So a player that you just can't miss with that shocking white hair. Certainly stands out.
Langdon going for his second goal. And the required one by the Eagles, and he's got it.
20th Century Fox presents Sigourney Weaver.
Let's merge. Mr. and Mrs. Fabulously Happy.
Harrison Ford.
There's someone else, and There's someone else.
Melanie Griffith.
We're in a business deal together now, and I just don't think that we should get involved that way.
This woman is my secretary.
She's not. Working Girl.
Now at Hoyt's Regent Cinemas, Glenelg Cinema Centre, Chelsea Cinema, Marriotteville.
104 plays 82. Here's Laurie Keane out of the middle of the second attempt. There's the time remaining. Here comes Worsfold. Langdon again pulls it back across his body. It goes wide into the pocket. Over the top, Vanderhaar fisting away. Grenville left the ball behind. Pios, has he got the accuracy? No, he hasn't. He's a specialist at kicking points if you go back to the Hawthorn night game. That time we needed a goal. 16-8, 12-11. Tony Danaher straight down the middle. Long kick. He kicks it a long way. Back into the air. Keane tries to knock it forward. Rance with courage knocks it out. Ellis back towards half forward. The Eagles running the better at the present time. Scott, an opportunity for 6. Has snapped it.
Will he ever play a better game than this? I doubt it. As far as the scoreboard is concerned, that's 6 goals, a third of his total of last year. He kicked 18 goals, and in one game he's kicked 3. I mean, he's kicked 6. He's a third of the way there, and he's had a real purple patch. Look, the ball bounces right for him. Not a good kick, just gets over the head of Terry Danaher. Some days it works for you, some days it doesn't. Tonight it is for the Sky.
And the chant is up for the Eagles. The margin is cut back to 15 points.
Williams off and Spencer coming on for Essendon.
From the centre bounce, Barrett, who's given them a bit of drive. Across to McKenna. Forward go the Eagles again. Down to Pike. Don Pike has a look at his options, then decides to go long. Scott is the man of the moment. Danaher comes over the top with a mighty thump, pushing it down towards the half-back line. Todd Bremen will be first to it, but he is claimed. Gets it to Malaxos, however, who can keep it in play. Danaher over the top of Brennan. Desperation now. Madden does the shepherding work. Grenvold receives. Back towards, in fact, past Madden it went. Considine got a short kick. O'Donnell could go on with it. Elects to. The hand pass to Anderson. Another sweeping one. Finds Spawn in Tranter's jumper. Spawn steadies. Shoots in towards goal and has missed.
That was bad play on that half-forward line. Don Pike was giving him rap that he hasn't got a defensive side to his game yet, and he doesn't know how to tackle, and he won't put his body into tackle. That's why the ball's down on that Essendon forward line.
Yes, Sumich kicking in. Towards the outer side. Knocked on by Keane. Freeman. Didn't see much of him tonight. He can kick it a long way, though, but didn't look. Considine takes the resultant mark. Tony Danaher squared the ball. He takes a long time. Puts it out wide. Grenvold leads in the race. Needs support. Nothing on. Should have kicked. Terry Danaher's in trouble now. Ball jarred away. And Nia, was he legged? Yes, he was. He'll get the free kick. That was poor football by Grenvold. No doubt he'll learn. Just needed a hurried kick there. He tried to make something out of nothing. And Nia, the centering kick. Essendon have got the numbers. Waiting behind it, Zizard. Clears the zone with a kick back towards midfield. Not a good kick. Keane marks. Barrett imploring him to kick it to him. Keane goes for distance. Oh, look at that. The bladders come out. Off hands. Opportunity down there for Essendon. The hand pass comes from Walsh. O'Donnell. This is Pike. Pulls it back. Great effort. Scott is there. Knocked away towards the boundary line by Tony Danaher. And there'll be a throw in.
Well, they're still well within this game. 15 minutes gone in this last quarter. The West Coast certainly driving the goal.
Madden from behind. Izard couldn't take it away. Considine crushed. Illegally, said the umpire. And listen to those Eagles fans. They do not like that. They realise it gives Essendon a bit of breathing space. Considine towards Madden, who marks at the second attempt. Over the top he goes. Time ticking away now for the West Coast Eagles. O'Donnell can run on. Just on the defensive side of centre. He looks to half-forward. Van der Haas his target. Can't quite find him. Support, however, from Watson, who's overcome his cramp problems. Diving mark by Anderson is a good one. And he, too, has got a bit of a limp. He had to stretch out then. But if he should kick this...
The remarkable cure, Sandy, is a free kick or a mark. It's amazing how you overcome an injury.
He's had plenty of kicks tonight, hasn't he?
Very well. Fix this, it's going to just about be curved. The Eagles. Very deliberate in his approach, the left footer, and bang! Right across the face of goal. Out of bounds, throw in the left forward.
The West Coast have got to battle this around the boundary line. Essendon bring it back and open up the goals.
89 to 105. Rance is away. The advantage is paid to Malaxos. Now they've got to keep it moving and moving fast. He has support. This is Todd Bremen, who kicked the goal in the first quarter. He's 60 metres, 55. Gets underneath a high kick. Not a lot of distance in it. Towards full forward. At the back is Danaher, and he should clear for Essendon. With a steadying pass out in front of Anderson, who must be getting tired. Flicks it into the middle, and it's a delightful kick. He finds Fold. There's a time to have a bit of a look and then go with a long searching kick. Was looking for Salmon, didn't find him, and again the Eagles, who brought Joe Cormack back out onto the ground, go over the centre. Anderson. Oh. He's had a great game.
Good mark.
Well, he's been tried in a number of positions since coming over to join Essendon, and he told us recently that the wing is his favourite. Certainly played well. The fly was by Rance. All to no avail. Turley dodging, weaving, twisting and turning. Eventually gets the hand pass across to Hart. Hart further forward towards Worsfold. Long way out, still virtually in the middle. He goes short, and the mark is taken by Michael Brennan.
Crowd calling for 50-metre penalty. It's not on.
Brennan going long. It's a prodigious punt. Will it make the distance? Marked right on the last line of defence by Kevin Walsh.
Very timely. Walsh between the goalposts then. Time running out now. Hugs the boundary to the outer side. Big leap from Bremen from behind. And falls to Folds. He hooks it around the outer side wing. Antrobus leads in the race out there. Confronted by Ellis, who did brilliantly. Took Antrobus out. Made the way clear for Hart. He pumps it back into the forward line. Too much carry on the kick. Tony Danaher almost controlled it. Walsh did well to knock down the hand pass from Pike. Out of bounds on the full off the boot of Walsh. So Pike will get the free out there.
Got to move it in quickly, Dennis.
Pike. Been impressive on debut. Hard up against the boundary line. More of a centering kick. All Essendon down there. Anderson was pushed to the back clearly, and there's no free kick. Scott's taken the mark, and a chance to kick his 7th. What a game he's played. And I think if we watch the replay, he got away with a fair degree of pushing.
The umpires do let a lot of that go on today. Two forwards pushing, going for the ball.
Scott then. The side need it. He produces.
Here's a good-looking processing offer from Kodak Express. When you pick up your photos and purchase a roll of Kodacolour Gold film, you receive a free Australis cosmetic bag, plus the chance to share in over $60,000 worth of Australis cosmetics. All this free when you purchase your Kodacolour Gold film and processing from any Kodak Express 1-hour photo store, displaying this sign.
The West Coast Eagles still hanging in. 14-11 to 16-9. Time is ticking away for them, however, from the centre bounce. They get the next one. They can still do it. There's just under 8 minutes, so there's certainly plenty of time. Antrobus having to chase Hart. Vanderhaar coming in from the side. But Hart gets an effective paddle and gains his side probably 10 or 15 metres before it drifts over the line.
Interesting that Keane now starting to put his body in at the centre bounce and get hit-outs from Madden.
See what he does this time. He is well and truly in front. Hart, although leg, advantage was paid. The kick is a high one. Terry Danaher comes over the top. Antrobus flung off the football by Barrich. And in the meantime, the ball ambled out of bounds. So just over 7 minutes remaining. These are trying to tap it forward. It's Malaxos, however, who gets the kick. And good mark.
No play on.
No mark played. Play on is the call. So Anderson, with a bit of shepherding, gets the hand pass away. There's a chance for Long. If it sits, he's in business. Thought about going onto the right boot, but only for a moment. Then gave it to Spencer, who can goal from 50 metres, but is well and truly off target. A nice mark taken by that young man, because it went out of bounds on the floor.
And spawned free too then, Spencer. Out of defence come the Eagles yet again then. Almost a mark to a leaping Pios. On the ground, Rance overruns. It's coming back to Pios. Paul Pios from half-back. Goes on wide of the mark. This game very much in the balance now. Off hands Underwood. Eagles looking the fitter team. Kick into open space. This will suit the speedster Hart. He grabs it on the wing. Looks to centre the ball. Now he goes for distance. In front down there, Considine. Didn't take the mark. Recovers well. Looks to come across the goal face. O'Donnell's got it. O'Donnell swings it out wide. Well-weighted kick, that one. Grenvold takes it right half back. Wants to go. Plays on outside the boundary line. And there'll be a boundary throw in from where he took the mark. That could be a very costly mistake.
Ball is at the 60-metre mark. The Eagles in attack. Anderson trying to get it on to Watson. Can the skipper lift his side? He gets them momentarily out of trouble.
He's a good player in tight games, Keane.
Goes for the long one again. Doesn't quite get onto it. There's a courageous mark by Terry Danaher. Goes wide. Finds his brother. Anthony Danaher now. From the half-back line. A long kick over the head of Spencer. But he's quick to apply the tackle on Malaxos, his spawn. Antipas. Your thoughts on the recruits, Don, tonight?
Underwood's my pick.
Antrobus, short again. This time Michael Long. Now he'll kick from just on 50 metres. Will he have a shot or will he go short? The latter, to Madden. Simon Madden has a chance again. We've called them steadiers, but each time the West Coast Eagles in this quarter have come back.
There's just something about night football. We haven't seen a bad game of night football this year. All very close. There's no exception.
See what Simon Madden can do. From 40 metres. The drop punt is on its way. It looks pretty good.
Following a low-fat diet can be really dull.
The Eagles have been gutsy. Can they come back yet again? Pike, an opportunity behind the pack for the quick reply. He's missed. That may have been their last roll of the dice. He slid it across the goal face and threw for a minor score.
Steady too, Dennis.
14-12, 17-9. It's been a grand opener. Time, the enemy now of the West Coast Eagles. Danaher unloads another massive kick. Spencer the mark, plays on quickly. Grenvold runs up towards centre wing. Works half forward. Sumik storming through. Can't keep it in play. It will be thrown in.
He's also played well his first night, Sumik. He's had a big job on both Salmon and also Madden.
Yes, most of the youngsters in both teams have done well. For the Eagles, Turley has played well on a half-back flank. Pike very impressive. The ball's out of bounds. And I think for one reason or another, Kieran Spawn will remember his first game. Spencer trying to win it down. This is Grenvold, forward of the pack. Centering kick. Good looking one too. Madden knocks it away down there. As far as McKenna. Sends play towards the outer side wing yet again. O'Donnell comes up to meet it. Confronted by Malaxis. Put around him. And he runs towards centre wing. He's gone a long way. Little chip pass. And the mark is taken by on the fly Spawn. Centres to Spencer. So it seems the fight may be ebbing out of the West Coast Eagles now. They realise it's a big contract from here. Essendon stood them up 5 goals start, and this man has cut them completely.
That was good running by Anderson. Then he started behind Spencer, and the West Coast realised the situation may be a little in vain there, but he took the initiative. Anderson ran past and created space. Spencer rewarded him with a fine pass.
There's Anderson then, from about 40 metres out. Just misses to the right-hand side.
So the crowd very quiet now, sensing that the West Coast Eagles will not get up. They've certainly given it their best shot, and if this is the pipe opener for the '89 season, let's hope that the trend continues, because we've seen a great game of football tonight. Underwood will certainly remember his first game across to Folds, and again finds Anderson at centre half forward.
Been a great effort by Essendon to come over here. They came over yesterday, trained last night, and it would be out of their routine to do what they're doing and playing in Perth. It's been a terrific effort by them.
Close to the man on the mark. The ball falls short. Hart on the end of the hand pass. He's still got plenty of toe. From half back. Looks for Pike. Intercepting Turley. Plays on. Although we'll get a free kick. It was held. And so Turley on the outer side. Long towards Langdon. Over the top came Danaher. Pike to ground. And the umpire decides it will be his ball. Less than half a minute remaining. And the Bombers look as though they're going to start the 89 season with a win. From the bounce. No one able to get clear. In fact, the umpires plucked one. Malaxos.
Good to see us fit Steve Malaxos out there playing. He was troubled by hamstrings last year as the siren goes.
Well, he's going to have a shot. He'll be kicking from just inside 50 metres. There's the drop punt on its way. Good looking kick, but hammered forward. It makes no difference. Victory goes to Essendon.
So the Bomber is smiling. There's our final scoreline. Essendon 17.